Well, I bet you didn't realize that the government has $11 million for you to use to fight the IRS if you get audited or you don't like what they're doing. That's right. That's legal help. It's available to you for free. Now, Trump, he's been fighting the IRS gazillion years. He probably spends millions of dollars himself on this, but that's his own money. You don't have to worry about being audited because there's $11 million of government money there for you to use to fight the IRS. And look what's going on with the IRS audits out there. This is something from Accounting Today. So this is for bean counters and accountant types. How the IRS audits have gone down. Look, they used to be about 12%. Audit. The rich, that's for the rich, sorry. But the rate is still the guy. Let me get the beginning of this thing to show you how the audits really, we fear these audits, and that's you have a better chance of dying getting hit by a car today, but we have, audits are declining. Look at that. It's almost 1% it was back in 2010. Now it's 0.5%. So they've reduced by a half. Yeah, and you know why? Because Congress keeps cutting their budget, and they have less auditors to do this stuff. So they're doing it less. And so that's what's going on. I guess even Congress hates the government. Well, they hate the IRS. So I don't know. Who knows? Okay. And now also here's something interesting. Most audits, so you have less than 0.5% getting audit, and it used to be almost a full percent. So that's a 50% decrease. But 3/4 of them, so 75% are mail audits. So it's not, the agent coming to your door and knocking on the door. Actually, you know what? Even if they do come to your door, what I was able to get in the past, I don't need it anymore, but you go to the IRS and get copies of in-house IRS auditing manuals. So this is what the auditor has to do when they come and audit you. And I did a tax book and found all these things. Like you could get in-house copies of the training manuals. They teach them how to knock on the door, what information they got to look for, and all this kind of stuff. So to me, if you're going to get audited, you get one of these because it looks like that's like getting the test ahead of time. And what you have to do is write a FOIA letter. And actually what I did in writing that book is, see, under the Freedom of Information Act, all the Freedom of Information Act letters are open to the public. So I just went down the IRS, wrote a letter saying, I want to see all the Freedom of Information Act letters. And it was great because you got all these smart people all over the country, these scientists and, academicians, trying to pry things out of the IRS, and they're successfully. And I'd read these letters and say, oh, this looks nice. I'll have one of these too. It was like a kid in the candy store. So that's it. So it's the kinds of audit that's going on. Individual audits, and they really have the EITC audits. That's earned income tax credit. They're auditing a lot of them because there's a lot of fraud, and that's really just been done by the mail. So it's not somebody coming with a gun to your door or anything like that. The alarming amount of people do not even respond. They just say, okay, whatever you say is right. See, now if you had free legal help, you wouldn't have to do that, because you don't know how to fight the IRS. You just assume. And if it's a small amount, I do too. I owe you, $85. Well, hell, I'm just going to pay that even if they're wrong, right? It doesn't pay to get this. But now there's this $11 million. I'll show you at the end of this where to find all that. The most common IRS challenge is a return is not audited. So the client, what they do too is there's an audit where they just match you up with other people that reported income. And people don't argue that too. They just send it in. So that's why it's not as bad as you think. They're dragging people off to jail. That rarely happens. So the IRS, most IRS audits lead to an adjustment. 89% of the audits wind up, the government wants something different. Now, what this doesn't say, but I've seen the data, sometimes They get refunds when you get audit. Sometimes you have to pay more when you get audit. So there's also refunds involved in audits. And this data, their annual report, if you really want to know that, you go to the IRS and get the annual report. That used to be in there. They change it all the time, so you never know. Field audits are rare. Okay, so that's when they come to your house. And I had an IRS guy come with me, and he was like 2 weeks in the little office I gave him, and I didn't have an account, or I don't care, whatever. And it was fine. Sure, it made me nervous only because of the stuff that put in my head, but nothing happened, I think I added a lot of more, whatever. But these field audits, they're doing it mostly to rich people. And that's why they make a lot of money on that. So it pays. That's why they should hire a bunch of torpedoes from Detroit, the mafia, to come and collect their money because they make a lot of money doing those audits. Okay, audits on the wealthy are still popular, but have dropped. Look at the drop where it used to be 14% of millionaire or 12%. Now it's down to 2%. Wow. So imagine 14%, 2%, that's thousands of percent decrease, and that's why the millionaires are probably in Congress. They're the ones that cut the budget and make sure you don't audit people, particularly the rich friends. See, it hasn't decreased the amount of poor people that audit. It's almost the same over the years. See this little bump down here? Because their lobbyists aren't too good, are they? They probably don't even have any. Poor people don't have a lobbyist. There's some, people that supposedly do the lobby, but the rich people are more motivated. They could save hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that's why we have lobbyists to get the laws changed. It's easier to make money by just changing the law than going out and doing something that is of value and you get paid for. Audits have dropped, but penalties are still prevalent. Yes. Okay, so the number of penalties are still about the same. Okay, so hang on here. I'm going to show you a video on how to find, these are lawyers that get grant money to help you with audits or any other problem you have with the IRS for free, okay? $11 million. We pay in taxpayers' money to give you free legal help for audit. Now, it's an income requirement. That's why Trump can't even use them if you knew about them. I doubt it. So for you, if you have this problem and you're worried, then find these auditors. I got the website in this little video coming up. And also I have a video on Let's Go Help, and it's in YouTube too, about how to only pay 10% on what you owe to the IRS. And there's a special program they have for that. And you hear these advertisements on television, whatever, call me and we're going to, get and they're going to make a lot of money doing that. You could do that yourself. Members, there's a really sweet woman who's a member who did this, and she has it. So she's even available as a member to other members about how she did it. And we did a video together, how she explains how she did all this and only paid 10% of what she only like 50 grand or something like that, and only had to pay $5. I mean, that's amazing. No lawyer, no nothing. Yeah, just read the procedures, got it done. And especially now, this is a good time because everybody in the government's collecting money has a soft heart because of this COVID. So if you have a tax problem, this is a good time to use that program. So if you can't find the other videos I did on the IRS, let me know. Members, I'll just send it to you. I think it's called Offer and Compromise. I'm sorry, I don't have it, but I'll get it. And you could email me, letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. And if you don't hear from me in a day or two, just beat on me again, because I got so much mail and it's screwed up. And if I know something I help you, believe me, I want to get it to you. I just... Number one, forgetful, old. Number two, so busy, and that makes me forget even more. But I'm having fun doing it. So watch this video.
You've had a bad day, and nothing's going right. You've had a bad day. You'll be glad for bed until the morning light, when it starts again, the 9 to 5 mundane. You can't wait for the end. 6 a.m. and the alarm wakes up. You need your coffee cup. You face the day, choke on your hairspray. Your life is wasting away, and it's just another day. You hope and wish and pray that it's just another day.